Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is a chapter in my book, Manifesting a Kingdom Life. Um, and this is chapter 6. I can open people's spiritual eyes so they can see visions. Uh, the Holy Spirit taught me how to take people to heaven. The Holy Spirit taught me how to prophesy. The Holy Spirit taught me at one stage how to take people through a process and open their spiritual eyes so they can see an angel, so they can see Jesus. Um, and 8 out of 10 people that I do that process with have their spiritual eyes opened. Um, I've got a friend um, called Michael Van Vlymen, Vanvlymen, and he's got a book on developing your spiritual sight, and also I've got another friend called Praying Medic, who's got a book on getting your spiritual eyes open, and I know people who've read those books and gone through the exercises in those books and developed spiritual sight. It's something that is really helpful, and it develops a closer intimacy with Jesus, to be able to sit down with Jesus face to face and communicate with him is a wonderful thing. It you can It's promised in the Bible, if you grow close to Jesus, that he'll sup with you. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears and opens the door, I'll come in. And Jesus does come in, and he does go out to lunch with you and eats lunch with you. You may wonder, how does that happen? Jesus will come down and visit you in a vision, and he'll actually, when you're eating your food, he'll has his presence within you. And as you eat your meal, Jesus will comment on the taste of your meal. He can taste your meal, he can taste your drink, and he'll comment. And often times, Jesus or another saint, it's been my mum and dad, it's been saints from heaven, it's been Jesus. All the supernatural people can come into you and taste your food and comment on your food. And I've been eating Turkish food, and uh, Jesus has said that tastes extraordinary. It's extraordinary, just like you. And he's used his comment on the food to comment on my personality and to comment on me. So uh, you can go to my website and book a session with me to open your spiritual eyes. And all the finances that I earn from my website in my ministry, they all get declared with the tax department, and I use all my finances that I earn in ministry to self-publish books. So it's I think it's $150, I think, Australian, for me to book time to actually do this. And if you apply on my website and you pay to have your spiritual eyes open, and it doesn't happen, we have the session and it doesn't happen, then I'll go to PayPal and send you a refund. But I think to have the ability to see visions and develop a spiritual sight is well worth $150. I'd pay thousands of dollars for the ability. How it happened with me, I was sleeping and I heard Jesus speak in my dream, and he asked me to contact the medium, Jonathan Edwards. He's a popular medium in the States. And I said, how do I do that? And he said, just say his name. So I said, Jonathan Edwards, and Jonathan Edwards replied, and I gave him a message from Jesus that Jesus didn't want him to continue to practice being a medium. It's 20 years later and he's still practicing as a medium, so he didn't pay attention to my warning. But after I did that and contacted him and talked to him telepathically, I woke up and I was wide awake, and I was awake like I'd had 3 coffees. I was so awake. And Jesus asked me to ask him for something, and he was going to grant my request because I'd been obedient in this manner. And I was in a position like Solomon was asked, what does he want? And I asked Jesus, what should I ask you? And Jesus said, that's up to you. And I sensed the Holy Spirit gave me a verse that is in the book of Acts, that men shall dream dreams and old men shall see visions. That verse in Acts and that promise. And so I asked Jesus, could I have prophetic dreams and visions? And the next week, it was my birthday. I was coming home from my birthday, and my spiritual eyes opened, and I saw Jesus on my birthday, and I saw a couple of saints from heaven, and those stories are in other books. And it was remarkable to meet the singer that passed away years ago in a plane crash called Keith Green. And I met famous Indian apostle Sadhu Sundar Singh, and they were all there for my birthday. I asked them why they were there, and they said it was my birthday, happy birthday. So I had my spiritual eyes open because Jesus promised he'd answer my prayer. I could have, thinking back, I could have asked for $1 million. I could have asked for a new car. I could have asked for anything, and Jesus was going to grant the answer to my prayer. But I asked for something spiritually that would help me. And people had inquired about my ability to see, and one person asked for help, and the Holy Spirit taught me the way to open people's spiritual eyes. He taught me the process. So I'm confident in doing it. You may not be confident. You may be a person reading this book saying, if only I could see Jesus, if only I could see angels. And you may just have a hope, or get your finances together and save up the money and pay for my service. And I'll talk to you on Facebook phone. Friend request me on Facebook, and I'll talk to you on Facebook phone, and we'll get your spiritual eyes opened. And if you need a second occasion for me to help you, then I'll help you for the second time for free. But I've really grown in my relationship with the ability to see spiritual entities and see with spiritual eyes. And it's something that's a birthright for Christians, and living in the kingdom, having a kingdom life is something that is essential for true intimacy with Jesus. So I pray that you are encouraged by this message, and I pray that you can approach me and get your spiritual eyes open. God bless.